Hello, this is Rob from Mims Models. This is my 9th update of this absolutely beautiful kit by Trumpeter, the 116 King Tiger. Before we start, big thank you to all my subscribers. All your comments, really do appreciate it. I've done the first update of the turret. This is the second one now. There'll also be another one as well, because there's a lot of work in the turret. So we're actually starting now on the main gun. 2 parts. Just do your dry fitting, because there are a couple of sprue nibs that need to come off. But once you've done that, it fits excellent. As you can see, really nice fit. Now there are ejector pin marks on the back of this. You're not going to see them, but you just need to flatten them out a little bit. It does hinder the fit a little bit. Okay, so just before I cut the parts off, just write a number on just so you don't get mixed up. Okay, so there's a little slot on that piece, a little groove, just to help you with the alignment, and then you got 2 little holes just to locate these 2 pieces I'm doing now. So you can't not line them up right. But just double check, just make sure it all looks square and you're happy with the fit, and then you can do your gluing. As you can see, that's a really good fit. Exactly the same with this. There was a sprue nibs again. There you go, just get your sanding stick, just run it over. Plenty of locating pins, as you can see. Now there is a seam line to take care of. What I'll do, I'll just, as I always do, just run the glue around the seam and gently squeeze it until the glue oozes out. Let it dry then, and then you can do the sanding down, and you shouldn't get no seam then. But everything I'm doing in this video is all to do with the turret interior. Now them pieces I'm fitting now, just double check the fit, because there was a slight gap. All it needed was just a little sanding down, and you get it flush then. All you gotta do is just make sure you fit the right one. There is ejector pin marks, but they're on the side you're not going to see. Okay, you can see, beautiful fit. What I like to do is glue these parts together on the gun barrel and the gun breech and that, and leave it to dry for a couple of days. Really make sure it's dry, then sand it down. As you can see there, look, beautiful fit again. Now I did nothing to that just fitted as it was. I didn't have to sand it down or nothing. Right, there's two of these, but they are slightly different. You get a seam line on this as well. So before I glue it to the main gun, I'll leave it, sand it down, then I'll fit it. It's just easier to sand the seam out while it's as it is not fitted to the actual gun itself. All this we've painted the off-white as well, so you can glue the lot together. And exactly the same process with the painting side of it and the weathering. It'll be the rattle can grey first, the Tamiya, and then I'll do the brown for the rust, and then the silver, like the aluminium around the edges, chipping fluid, and then spray the off-white over the top, and then chip away. But if you go back a couple of videos, I actually taught you through what I do. But it'll all be exactly the same. Anything different, I'll show you. But the main colour it'll be the off-white and the red oxide. Them are the two main colours on the turret. Now them ejector pin marks there, where my thumb is, you're not going to see them, so don't worry about them. You just got a seam line on each side just to sand out. Now that inside piece I just lifted up, you got ejector pin marks as well, but you really need to take care of them, because you will see them. And on this piece as well, there's a couple on that piece. I'm just fitting there. But this gun, you can have it recoiling as well. It is quite an impressive turret, like gun and turret once it's done. It's really nice, really packed full of detail. But I do lots of little sub-assemblies. All the pieces I can glue together I will, and then I'll do the coloured ones separate then, because there is some that's grey as well. Now there's just one little niggle with this kit. It's nothing major, it's just there's not many colour callouts as you're going through, so you have to do a little bit of research. There's plenty of pictures online and that. All I'm showing you there now, there's two little butt outs and two little pins. You can't really get it wrong, it'll only fit one way, look. But all I'm doing is just gently spinning it around until it clicks in. Beautiful fit again. You could paint these separate if you wanted to, just make it a bit easier, but I found it easy just to fit it all together like this and then paint it. The actual floor of the turret will be the off-white, sorry, the red oxide. The rest of it will be the off-white. Here, there's two of these. These are your racks to hold the shelves inside the turret. There's a little bit of work to do on these. When I've glued it all together, there's some holes on the back you just need to take care of, because if you're going to have it displayed without, on show, you don't want to be seeing the holes. There's holes and ejector pins. There's ejector pin marks on the inside of these pieces I'm gluing on as well. But once your rounds and your shells are on there, like you can't see them. I'm just following the drawing, because just making sure I'm fitting the right ones, because there is different sorts. I've just put little numbers on them again, just so I know. These will be the off-white. All I'm doing is just making sure you get them the right way around. Well, the drawings is well clear, so you know you can't really get mixed up. Like I said, just put little marks on them just so you know you've got the right one. Now these, when you fit them, will be at an angle. They'll be angling in. So don't think that they're not straight, because once it's angled to the position it's supposed to fit, they'll go straight then. I don't know if you understand that. But these I shall heavily chip, especially with the shells. When they put them on and off, they will get quite chipped. Really nice. You've got lovely bolt heads, like, so when you weather that will really make them pop. Okay, so this is the last one, and like I said, there's 2 of these, so you just got the 1 more to do. Now they are different, they're not the same. The parts I'm gluing on now, they're different on the other side. Right. Right, now these here are part of the shells as well. And what you need to do, looking at it, fit the shells first here, and then fit the other parts on the top. The 2 parts I've just done. Again, just make sure you got it right. Now you got 2 holes. You can see they are staggered, but you got a pin on the one side, and then on the opposite side you got another pin. So that will help you with your location. As you can see, they'll just drop in, no problem. Always dry fit like I've done there, and then you can commit yourself to glue then. Same here as well. You got a pin on each end, but the pin on the one side is a lot shorter than the other side. But if you're unsure, sometimes it's a good idea to go forward in the instructions and just see how they actually fit. Like if you go through the pages to a couple of more steps, you'll see then how they fit. But once you've got it sussed, they'll fit fine. Again, it's all the same colour, all off white. Right, we're back to the gun now. Now I've sanded the seams out of these, so I can fit them now. Just making sure you get them right. Make sure the right side and the square up, because you can fit these wrong. This one's fine because there's two little pins on that one you push into there. Well, the other one you got to just make sure it's not twisted. Excuse me. Well, what I do as well, before I fit these, once I've done all the sanding, I'll primer all the parts first, just to make sure, because grey really shows all the seams and everything if you've missed anything. Well, I'm doing there, I'm just fitting that, and that helps square them up, and then you can glue it in position. Then we got just make sure you don't accidentally glue that part in. Right, so these pieces we're fitting now will attach it to the actual turret itself. Now I'll put plenty of glue around these, just to make sure, because it, especially if you want to adjust it and move it and that, you want it to be quite strong. Well, you can see the difference in colour there. The pieces I'm fitting on now haven't been primered. Well, once it's all done, I'll just primer it all again. And this way, doing it like that as well, all your parts are covered. And you don't want to fit them and find out you got an annoying seam line and you can't do it. So again, this will only fit one way. Little ejector pin mark on the back. I don't show you every part being glued on. Every part I've done off camera has fitted fine, no issues. Okay, so we're still on the turret interior. You got a couple of seam lines just to take care of on this main piece. Okay, so really nice. There's only one of these to do. Okay, so there's, when you do this part here, just be careful you don't glue. And you got a small hole and a larger hole, so you can't really get it the wrong way. Little bit fiddly. Once you've got it there, it's fine. As you can see again, beautiful fit, really nice kit by Trumpeter. I'm really enjoying the build. I'm going to be quite upset when I finished it because I'm enjoying it that much. But there is another Tiger I'd like to have a go at, another 116 by Trumpeter, and that's the Tiger 1. Hopefully when I can afford it I'll be getting one of them. Looks a really nice kit. No colour call out for this, so I'll just do a bit of research just to find out what colour it is. Okay, so we're still on the turret interior. This fits on the main part of the gun. There's a few little ejector pin marks to take care of here, because you will see them. Now these pieces, there's 2 of these, but they are slightly different. So I've just marked them just to help, just to make sure you don't get the wrong one in the wrong place. Now that's supposed to be at a slight angle, like that. Well, you can see they fit beautiful. I've put no glue on that at all yet. Also, there's I'm still working on the Ryefield Jag Panther as well. There's another update to that coming soon. I've also brought another Ryefield kit, which will be coming very soon as well. So look out for that one. But the only thing is, it's not an interior kit, but it looks a really nice kit, and I'm looking forward to building that as well. So there's plenty more builds coming in the future. Okay, these parts are pretty straightforward. You can only fit them one way. I keep jumping around the instructions as well, because what I like to do is glue some parts, leave them to dry, then I'll jump to something else, do them, and then go back to them again. So you don't have to follow the instructions. Like, you could do your own order how you do things. But I've done nothing on the outside of the tank yet, not on the lower hull nor on the turret yet. I want to do the Zimmerit first and then I can start working on the outside then. But I've got the inside of the turret now, I'd say 95% finished. I'm just in the process of painting it and weathering it. But I haven't done nothing to the upper part of the turret yet, because there's an option of your 2 turrets. What I've done, I've the spare one I'm using just to practice me Zimrit on it. And I think I've got a plan there. I've had some good suggestions off some of my subscribers, so thank you for that. So you can see, really nicely fits. And then on the end of that, then you've got a spring that goes on the end of that, where my hand is now. So you can have it recoiling. I'm just all this is dry fitted, what I'm putting in now. But you don't want to put no glue anywhere near them two parts there. Only glue it onto the main turret. If you want it workable, just don't glue it together like. So there's your spring. That comes with the kit as well. Everything I'm doing here all comes with the kit. Right, now this I don't do nothing else to this. I'll just glue it together, and then I'll just run the tape around it just to keep it so there's no, and then I like to just like squeeze it together so the glue oozes out, and I'll leave this for a few days and then I sand it down. I'm very surprised there's not a metal barrel with it. For such an expensive kit, I thought there might have been a metal barrel with it, but once you've done it, it's fine. You just gotta watch when you're sanding, because you don't want to get a flat spot in it. Okay, so I've just wrapped the tape around it now, just to keep it square. But when you've glued it, just leave it for a few minutes, just to gel off a little bit, then wrap your tape around it. Don't wrap tape around it and then glue it, because the glue will capillary under it. And you'll end up making a bit of a mess. Okay, so just finishing off now on the outside. A little bit of texture on this, but you could, if you wanted to, when you've done it, just add a bit more texture to it. Especially then it'll hide all that seam then. Okay, so I'll just glue it from the inside as well, just to make sure. Well, I think you can just make the texture out. Right, so we're just finishing off now. This is the 9th update. Hopefully you like what you see, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified every time there's an update. But I've tried to do at least one a week. Because I'm so busy at work, it does get a bit hard sometimes to keep the content coming. If I can do one a week, I'll be happy. So I'd like to say a big thank you for watching. Keep safe, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next update.